You are live, sir.
Awesome. What up, everybody? How is the big wide world doing out there? We're back here on the Comedy Manila Facebook page. Here again to sell you guys some tickets. All right? We're here to take the money from your hands, snatch it from your hard-working fingers, callous to the bone from your daily labors, and fatten our own selfish artisanal pockets. My name is Joseph Montecillo. I am a co-headliner for the upcoming Comedy Nerds show, which is happening at the Vault in Green Hills. That's going to be May 8th, Thursday night. And we're just going to be here live on Facebook, hang out for a while, and, just chat a little bit. And hopefully you guys will be convinced to take some tickets and come see us live. Again, my name is Joseph Montecillo. I am one of the co-headliners for Comedy Nerds. We have a fantastic lineup set up for May 8th. So it's going to be myself and Judd Gregorio as the co-headliners of the evening. We have River Cruz and Russell Arabis as our feature comedians. And Elwin Yayaga is going to be hosting the show, which means it is a murderer's row of comedians and funny boys and fellas that wear glasses. The reason we wear glasses is because we have spent our lives staring at screens. Isn't that right, Elwin?
Hi!
How are you, Elwin? You are at an Army Navy. Can you hear me? I think we're just going to observe Elwin out a while.
I think there's a delay from my side.
Might be.
I'm outside. Let me get a better reception. Yes. Hi, guys. Yeah. There you go. I think it's better now.
That is impeccable
Hi,
timing.
Joseph. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Elwin. I think the second you said, I think it's better now, your
Hello.
stream froze.
You know, God moves in mysterious.
God does move in mysterious ways. Elwin, when was your first hosting gig for Comedy Manila?
Oh, this is going to be my first hosting gig in a Comedy Manila show.
Wow.
We have a show before na sa Las Piñas. I hosted also. And it's kind of new for me kasi grabe guys, the Joseph Montecillo, Judd Gregorio, River Cruz, and Russell Arabis, mga magagaling na host ka, tapos i-host ka sila. Grabe, like, kaiba,
We're
kaiba.
in, we're inducting you into our number. Kaya mo yan, you can do it. What's
Yeah.
worrying you? What makes you nervous?
uh, I think it's the fact that I'm hosting hosts. So it's like a hostception, yes.
Yeah,
But
we won't judge you. We're not gonna
kayan,
judge you. It's
kayan.
gonna be fine. Yeah. It'll
But
be
I think
fine.
I'll just do my best Joseph Montecillo impression, and
Don't
if
do
I
that.
do if I do if I do half the effort of a Joseph Montecillo, I think I will do great.
That's very kind. Thank you for saying so. Hosting, I
Yeah,
find, is quite. Hosting is all about energy. Do you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
just about making the crowd feel excited to be there, letting them have fun, and that is my personal advice to for all of you out there watching who one day want to host a stand-up comedy show. If that's your
I think
great
it's breaking
dream,
up. Oh no.
it's okay, Elwin. We're good. You just stick around,
Yeah.
and we'll get to you when we can get to you. But I'm letting everybody know if your dream is to host a stand-up comedy show, energy is what you need. All right, make everybody feel welcome. Make everybody feel
What's
warm.
happening?
Uh, it's okay, Elwin. God does work in mysterious ways, just like you said. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Uh, Once again, for everybody who is watching in chat, what's up, Brian DeSena? I think I ran into Ryan at the Moe's open mic last night. So thank you for joining us in chat. Ryan DeSena, if you would like to watch nerds say their jokes on a stage, then you should check out Comedy Nerds. That's on May 8th, 2025. Thursday night at the Vault Green Hills inside of Tito's. You can get all your tickets for this show and many, many others at comedymanila.ph/shows. So once again, I'd like to welcome you all to the stream. If you are here, welcome. We're glad to have you around. We're here to talk about our upcoming show, Comedy Nerds, which will be co-headlined by myself and Judd Gregorio. Kim Latonero, thank you so much for joining us in the chat as well. How are you doing? I hope everybody is having a good time. We appreciate you guys being here. And I'm going to put the link to our upcoming show, the ticket link, down in the comments. So check that out. Make sure you head on over to comedymanila.ph/shows to get your tickets for Comedy Nerds. Again, my name is Joseph Montecillo. I have been a stand-up comedian for the last 10 years now. It's going to be 11 years in August. And I wear glasses, which means it's easy to call me a nerd. And you know what? I don't even mind it because that is an accurate description of how I live my life. You are looking at someone who keeps a spreadsheet of every pro wrestling match he watches in a calendar year. That is a real thing that I do. So yes, this is a comedy nerd you are seeing before you. But if my particular brand of nerddom is not your style, don't worry. We got lots of different ones for you on May 8th, all right? My co-headliner is none other than Judd Gregorio. Judd Gregorio has been working extremely hard. You guys may know him as the co-host of Let Leland Lim, Leland Lim's weekly podcast where he talks about his experiences in comedy and life. I highly recommend everybody check out Judd Gregorio's work alongside Leland Lim on the podcast Let Leland Lim. That is on Spotify. So please make sure to stream that. I myself have a podcast. I have a podcast along with one of our feature comedians on May 8th. Myself, and River Cruz. We have a podcast called Riff Tide, RIFFTIDE. And we dropped our latest episode today. It was our 12th episode where we were talking about ambition and setting goals in comedy. So basically, where do you see yourself in the coming months as a stand-up comedian? How do you chase your goals, right? And I think that's a really important thing for a lot of comics to do, for anybody to do, and regardless of the field that you're in, whatever it is that you might be passionate about, think about what are your goals and what are the specific steps you can take to get there. So again, I highly recommend checking out my podcast with River Cruz. It's called The Riptide. And today's episode was about setting goals. We especially talked about my recent 1 hour draft special, sort of a first draft of what a 1 hour comedy special could be. It was called I'm Working on It. That was held at Unwind Boutique Hotel in Makati this past April 26th, Saturday night. Thank you so much to everybody who showed up to that show. And folks, don't just let me yap on while I'm up here, all right? If you have questions, if you have anything you want me to do, you guys want to ask me trivia questions, if you want to test my mettle as a comedy nerd, try and stump me. Get in the chat, ask me some trivia questions, or maybe I'll ask you guys some trivia questions, and we can work our way through there. Either way, we're just here to have a good time, enjoy ourselves, chat while we're here. And again, this is all because we have Comedy Nerds next week, Thursday night, at the Vault in Green Hills at Tito's Latin Barbecue. Please make sure to get your tickets. Those are available at comedymanila.ph/shows. Check us out in the comments. We put the link there for the tickets. There are still tickets available, and we would really love to have you there on a Thursday night. Next week is an incredibly packed weekend for comedy, so we would absolutely appreciate every single person who chooses to attend our show, and we'd love to have you there. We will work hard. We will put on a great show, all right? I will vouch for every single comedian that is on that card. Judd Gregorio, one of the hardest working English-speaking comics on the scene right now, all right? Judd Gregorio has been doing this for a few years now, and he's made such big and major waves in such a short time. All right. I'm talking, this is a guy that has opened for Red Oliero, performed to theaters full of people. Judd Gregorio is a funny, funny dude. And it is an honor and a privilege every time I get to share a stage with him. All right. River Cruz, I already talked about earlier. Okay. River Cruz, he is working hard, writing every single day, trying to fill out his set. All right. And that is a guy who's going out of his way to try and make waves in comedy. He's running 2 podcasts. What a fucking psycho. 2 podcasts? What kind of freak are you, River Cruz, that you're doing 2 podcasts right now? The first one I already talked about. It's Riptide with myself every Thursday morning, rather. That drops on Spotify. But River Cruz also a co-host of the award-winning, critically acclaimed 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Galingan Mo Naman. That is also on Spotify. He co-hosts that with Josel Nicolas, Steven Sagad, Vin Buenagua. A wonderful, wonderful podcast. So yeah, River Cruz burning the midnight oil, trying to get into your earbuds. That is maybe the most innocent kind of intrusion a comedian has made on another person's body. So there you go. Check out River Cruz's 2 podcasts. Galingan Mo Naman and Riptide. All right. We also have Russell Arabis, one of the most prolific writers in the game. All right. Not just a writer for his stand-up set. Okay. This is a guy who's working hard, acting and writing for Pencil Box Studios, one of the hottest sketch groups, production houses in the country today. And just an incredibly smart guy is Russell Arabis. He likes board games. He likes playing. So the Comedy Nerd label, 100% earned. And just a brilliant guy. If you bounce a joke to him, he'll know what's wrong with it, where to take it. And it shows because his writing is incredibly tight. It's incredibly prolific. It feels like he has a new joke every single day. And I am in awe and envious of his relentless energy and creativity. And then you saw him earlier on stream. Elwin Yagaya is going to be there as well as our host. Elwin Yagaya, I know him best as the scorekeeper when we were hosting comedy quiz nights last year in 2024. And Elwin just has an infectious energy to him. All right. He has a pleasant energy. It's very welcoming. That's why we have him as our host for this upcoming show. He is ready to bring his particular brand of comedy to the stage for you guys. And himself and River Cruz were both Elwin will be one of the finalists for the upcoming open mic competition. River Cruz was a wild card finalist. So we have a stacked lineup of comedians. If you guys have any questions about my fellow comics, I will be happy to answer it on their behalf. All right. I don't care who. I don't care who it is. I don't even care if I know the right answer. You just throw your questions into the chat and we'll answer them. And if nobody's talking, I don't mind. I'm going to be up here. I'm going to be chatting. I'll be yapping with y'all. And I'll do it myself if I have to. All right. I stream on Twitch. I don't care, man. I've done this before. I have done this before, and I am not intimidated. All right. I'm not scared of y'all out there in the cyberverse. I'm not scared. All right. I am scared though if you decide to say I was offensive and try to cancel me. That feels like every sort of comedian that lives in any comedian always feels like they're sort of in fear of this eventual cancellation. And it's like, that's most likely not a thing you have to worry about. All right. 9 times out of 10, don't worry about it. Especially if you're writing good jokes, man. If you're just writing good jokes, you don't really have to worry about it. But the internet is a complicated kind of place. All right. As a comedy nerd myself, I've spent way too much time on the internet. And I know how elevated and escalated particular feelings can be. Shout out to everybody who is reacting to the stream. All right, what up to John Rain and Salvador, to Gids Agpawa, Save Sampang, another great comic. Thank you so much. Evan Catolico, who is helping set up our stream today. Thank you so much for being in here. Um, let's see what we got here. Who else do we have here? Kim Latonero, I mentioned earlier. Asha ng Pinas. Oh my God. R.A. Acuzar. Thank you so much. And Jez DB, thank you so much. I got a little notification up here on my screen. I don't know what it was, and I don't know what to do about it. But that's all right. I don't. We're gonna keep on trucking. All right, in here, Joseph Montecillo. Who are the biggest comedy nerds right now? That depends on what you mean. Save Sampang. Do you mean who are the biggest nerds that do comedy, or who are the people who are the most nerdy about comedy? Because they might be slightly different answers depending on the one you're talking about there. If I had to choose for both, though, if you had to choose for both, the biggest nerds who do comedy, I would probably lump myself in just because of my intense connection to the pro wrestling industry and the sort of audience I've built up around that sort of art form. So yeah, maybe myself. I would actually put Russell Arabis in there as well. Specifically comedians who break down each routine. That's a really good question. I am not privy. Privy? Oh God. I am not privy to I don't know the sort of backstage processes that other comedians have. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know how Mike Andres goes home and analyzes his set. I don't know how Judd Gregorio goes home to analyze his set. All right. I can only sort of speak for myself. And I tend to be quite critical of myself, and I feel like I'm able to articulate what I feel needs improvement if someone asks me my honest feedback. So I think I'm just sort of lucky in that I am able to pinpoint how I feel a comedian directions a comedian might be able to take if they are looking for a way to adjust their comedy. So I can only speak for myself, so I'll put myself on that pedestal. I have mentioned before that I have always sought help and feedback from fellow comics, to which I would add River Cruz, Russell Arabis, Dex Conche, also a great friend who provides a lot of feedback. So there you go. Those are a few names. And this is not to say that other comedians are not nerdy about their process and their ability to write and change and perform. These are just the people who I have the most personal experience with, and so that's why those are the people I selected. Kim Latonero asks, have you played any online games before? For example, Dota, Mobile Legends, or similar ones? I have not. I think the closest I've ever gotten, and it's not even in the same sort of league as Dota or the others. I think the most mobile gaming thing I ever got addicted to was Clash of Clans, baby. Grinding out those hours on Clash of Clans. Never spent a dime on it, by the way. Death to in-game transactions, by the way. Stop rewiring the brain chemistry of our children to want to buy things and gamble away their hard-earned fortune. I've got my eyes on you, tech industry. Luis John Mark Javier says, nice set yesterday, Batista. Goddamn right, Luis John Mark Javier. Thank you so much for commenting. Again, Luis, if you want to see more of not just myself, but many other comedians who were not even present last night at the weekly Moe's Open Show Mic every Wednesday night, please consider coming to our show May 8th, Thursday night at the Vault, Green Hills. It is Comedy Nerds. You can get your tickets at the link that I put in the comments, or you can just go straight to comedymanila.ph/shows. If you want to grab a ticket for Comedy Nerds, again, I am co-headlining with Judd Gregorio, and we're all quite excited for that upcoming show. It's nice to have the opportunity to perform longer sets, to really work on our craft. It is a privilege, it is an honor, and it is a joy. Flat out a joy. It's fucking fun doing what we do, all right? The worst night of doing comedy for most people is perhaps the best night that God, would I make that claim? I could not make that claim. Some of you are getting laid. Some of you are getting laid, and that is probably objectively better than doing a great stand-up set. But it is a unique and beautiful joy to be able to do stand-up comedy, and we're doing it on Thursday night, May 8th, 2025. All right? May 8th, 2025, Comedy Nerds. It's your boy, Joseph Montecillo, co-headlining with Judd Gregorio. Our featured comedians are River Cruz and Russell Arabis, and our host is Elwin Yagaya. And your tickets for that show are available at comedymilla.ph/shows. Next week is a very packed week of comedy. Martin Za, hello to yourself as well. I see you hit me with the Josep. I don't know if that's a typo or a reference to another stand-up comedian with a name like mine, but hello to you. English or Tagalog set, asks Martin Za. Well, you get a bit of both if you're going to go on May 8th, because I know that myself and Judd Gregorio, we prefer to do our sets in English. River Cruz likes to switch it up now and again, so you might get English or Tagalog from River Cruz. Russell Arab is a primarily Tagalog-speaking comedian. And Elwin Yagaya, he also switches it up now and then. So if you want a fun mix, Martin Za, then you got to be there on May 8th, all right? Comedy Nerds at the Vault, Green Hills, gonna be a great time. Tickets are going right now at comedymilla.ph/shows. And guess what, guys? Tickets are only $550 online. And that is a deal, because if you change your mind, if it's a last-minute thing, you want to be there at the door, you're trying to walk into Tito's without a ticket in your hand, boom, it's $650 at the door. So get your tickets right now. Buy them online, and we'll be sure to have a great show. Again, if you guys have questions, things you want to ask and talk about in the chat, hopefully we can get a Nigerian accent set as well. I am not, gosh, that is not my particular ability. I can't say I'm able to do that well, so I can't help you there. But James of the Cool Pals, all right, I think he does a pretty killer. James Karaan does a pretty killer Nigerian accent. So why don't you check out the Cool Pals as well while you're at it? And I doubt anybody who's on this stream has not yet. But if you are somehow one of the comedy fans that has not plugged into the most popular Pinoy podcast for stand-up comedy, it's the Cool Pals, man. And you'll hear some Nigerian accents in there. So what is up again to everybody in the chat? Let's see if we had any new reacts in here. What's up to Espera Nico? Thank you so much for liking the stream. I'm just going to share this real quick again on my particular pages so that everybody checks it out. I'm really grateful to anybody who's sticking around, choosing to interact and chat with me today. Again, we're here to sell tickets to the Vault Green Hills on May 8th. Thursday night, co-headlined by myself and Judd Gregorio. Let's just share this out on my Facebook page. I'm on stream to help promote Comedy Nerds. Comedy Nerds in all caps. I feel like a title like Comedy Nerds can only be spoken with a slight adjustment of the glasses. It's more like, Comedy Nerds. I ain't scared of y'all. Do you understand? I ain't scared of the silence. That's why I can live with bombing. All right? That's why I've been doing this for almost 11 years now. All right? I don't even need the laughter. That's not true. I want the laughter. I need the laughter, but I can live without it. All right? All right. I do this to express myself, and y'all can come along for the ride or get left behind. But I think we'll all have a much better time if you are along for the ride, if you're having a great time. And hey, every single time I'm out there, I'm working hard to try and make you guys have a good time. I'm trying to get those laughs. I'm trying to tickle your funny bones. All right? Get in there. Bone deep tickling. Shout out Aqua Flask for my hydration today. Please sponsor. They are currently not a sponsor, but we'd love it if they were. Folks, Comedy Nerds is happening next Thursday night. Myself and Judd Gregorio are the co-headliners. And there's more shows happening next week as well. Not yet announced, but you should definitely keep an eye out for a show that might be happening on May 9. All right? Maybe that's a thing that's gonna happen. All right? That's maybe a thing that's gonna happen. And then May 11th, there's gonna be a independently produced comedy show called Muggin Tua, featuring so many of your favorite comics from right here in the local scene. That's a double headliner with River Cruz and Baus Rufo. All right? Two fantastic comedians. I will be hosting that show. There's a great lineup of features as well. You can get your tickets to Muggin Tua. That's MAGIN 2WA. Right now at tinyurl.com/Muggintua. Get your tickets for that right now. All right. That's going to be at Alt Space in Maginhawa. Alt Space in Maginhawa. A beautiful venue. We're so glad that they let us have our silly little laugh times. All right. Our little chuckle ha-has out there. Oh, man. I have no way of knowing how much of what I'm doing now is scaring people off or bringing them in. But we party. All right? Do you understand? We rock. We party rock. All right? Like it's 2011. We be out here in these streets with our afros and our cultural appropriation. Look, I gotta make myself laugh. I don't care. If it's helping me out, maybe it'll help you out. Hopefully we might be able to get a couple of more comics into the stream right now, barring any technical difficulties. But that would be a fun time. But again, if I got to hold down the fort alone, then I will stand here. I will stand here on the ramparts of this stream. All right? I will stand here alone with my Aqua Flask in hand. Fighting away the invaders. Protecting our land and telling you all to get tickets to May 8th. Comedy Nerds. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all are looking at a man raised by pro wrestling and radio, which means I know how to hard sell and I know how to keep on going. All right? There is stamina in my heart. It runs through my veins. We can do this all night. I don't care. I've been on stream for 3 hours, dog. I've been on stream for 6 hours, talking to phantoms on the wall. All right? All right? Making friends of the pixels on my stream. This is light work. Welcome, everybody, to his new on the stream. If you're just here catching up right now, you are watching a man's slow descent into madness. No, but for real, my name is Joseph Montecillo. I've been doing stand-up comedy now for 11 years. This year, I think in August, it'll be my 11th anniversary doing stand-up comedy. And I'm lucky enough to be co-headlining a show with Judd Gregorio this coming May 11th. That's a Thursday night. That is next Thursday night. Exactly 1 week from today, it's Comedy Nerds at the Vault in Titos at Green Hills. And we'd love for you to be there. We would be deeply honored for you to be there to grace us with your presence. Kim Latonero asks, do you also play Beyblade? I do not. I do not play Beyblade. That was not my nerdy anime choice as a kid. As a kid, I was a Yu-Gi-Oh boy. All right. This is before there were like 5 different types of new card. All right. I'm talking salt of the earth, essential Yu-Gi-Oh. All right. All right. Regular monsters, fusion monsters, effect monsters, magic cards, and trap cards. We didn't need anything else with different colors and shiny things and stuff. Whew. All right, we're having a time. Folks, this is me pitching my solo talk show to y'all. You having a good time? Who's ready to put me on network TV? Netflix? Get my number. But if you can't wait to see me for when I hit it big, why don't you see me live next Thursday night, May 8th, at the Vault Green Hills, co-headlining alongside Judd Gregorio. Now, wouldn't that be a good time? I feel like it'd be a lovely Thursday evening to spend. Thursday evening, you know, Friday's right there. The week is almost over. What a great way to spend your night. Do you know what I mean? Just hopping in there, going to Tito's, ordering some quesadillas. Do they even have quesadillas on the menu? They do. I remember they do. Ordering some quesadillas and having yourself a time. All right, having yourself a little riot. Just enjoying the show. Comedy Nerds. May 8th, Thursday night. You can get your tickets right now at the link that I put in the description. It's been a while, so I'm going to drop it in there for everybody again. All right? Bam! Link in the comments. Check it out. Grab your tickets right now. And also, if you can't make it Thursday night, maybe you can make it Sunday night. All right? Happy Mother's Day. Bring your mama. All right? Give her the gift of laughter. Give her the gift of joy. That's priceless. Technically priceless. You will have to pay for tickets to go to Magintua at Alt Space along Maginhawa, Quezon City. All right? You can get your tickets for that at tinyurl.com/Magintua. All right? How's everybody doing out there in the wild, wild world? All right? It may seem like I'm comfortable, happy, speaking all alone, but I am a man. I am but flesh and blood. I am a mortal that seeks connection. So feel free to hit me up in the comments. All right, I got your comments right here. I can see it as it comes up. So please say what's up, ask a question. Kim Latonero was the last one to ask, and no, I do not play Beyblade. Vin Buenagua, thank you so much for hitting up the comments earlier as well. Bone Deep gave me chills. That's right. That's the power. That's the power language wields. All right, that is the power that language wields. All right, we are wordsmiths, us in the comedy business. All right, we may not be no highfalutin literary authors, but words are the tools with which we shape emotion and draw out the laughter from your bodies. We elicit physical reactions within you. It is the power of the construct that we call language. Simply sounds placed in a correct order. Could anything be more poetic than a joke? Beowulf, what is up? Thank you so much for joining in the chat. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're having a good time. Beowulf, the most Old English possible name. And I'm not talking Old English like Shakespearean English. I'm talking actual Old English. It's different. It's different, I tell you. Old English sounds like a different language entirely. It's not just like, thither and thus. All right? It's different. All right? They are literally different languages. Beowulf saying you're good, good. I'm happy to hear it. All right? Hey, and if you want to see more of this, you want to see more of this rambling, this is all this off the dome. All right? This is just me freestyling. Can you imagine what I was able to do when I put pen to paper? When I actually write down my material. And you can see what happens on May 8th. That's a Thursday night. That's next Thursday night, 7 days from now. Comedy Nerds is happening at Tito's in Green Hills. You go in through a little vault door on the side. It's a beautiful little speakeasy. The Vault is the name of the place. And tickets are available, comedymanila.ph/shows. Myself, Judd Gregorio, my fellow co-headliner. He's a little more low-key than me, all right? But that doesn't mean he's less funny. That just means he's a different kind of funny. And he is an excellent stand-up comedian. I'm excited to share the stage with him on May 8th, Thursday night. I'm excited for that, and you guys should be as well. You guys should be excited for that and get your tickets right now at comedymanila.ph/shows. I'll give you the exact URL if you need it. comedymanila.helixpay.ph/products/comedy-nerds. That's where you'll get that good. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's where you get that good. Let's see if we have other people in the show here. Let's see if we can find some other comics. All right. I am being told they are attempting to get into the stream. I, for one, I cannot see them. So if you're in there, please know that I am not intentionally trying to suppress you. I simply don't know how to enter you into the stream. Come again, asks Beowulf. I'll say it again for you, Beowulf. You can get your tickets at comedymanila.ph/shows. And I'm going to drop the ticket link for you in the comments right now. Bam, right there. Right beneath your last comment. There it is. Head on over to Facebook if you don't see it. What's up with me, Beowulf? I'm out here trying to sell some tickets. I just watched Sinners today, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. I thought it was a really, really great movie. Sinners was wonderful. Highly recommended. If you guys get the chance to see Sinners in cinemas, you should absolutely make the time because it is a great genre-bending film. It's got vampires. It's got an Irish jig. All right. It's got Haley Steinfeld. What more could you ask for? That is cinema. That is cinema incarnate. I am the Martin Scorsese meme. Boom. Cinema. I'm telling y'all. Sinners. Check it out in cinemas today. But if you want a more personal and live sort of experience and element to your nightly entertainment, then maybe go to Comedy Nerds. Maybe go to Comedy Nerds. Comedy Nerds! May 8th, 2025, next Thursday night at the Vault, Green Hills, inside Tito's. All right, you see the thing scrolling down there? That's the show. That's what we're here to promote. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to go. That's what I'm trying to impart the vision. All right? Broadcast it from my mind into yours. We have seen it already. It's going to be a beautiful show. It is written in the timelines beyond our vision. And we simply need you there to realize the reality. Do I have any interest in card games? Asks Beowulf. Card games, if you mean like traditional gambling games, poker, blackjack, not really my vibe, although I'll play without the stakes. I don't really like to gamble my money away. I don't believe in luck like that. But if we're talking like Yu-Gi-Oh, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh quite a bit as a child. You're in Mandaluyong, Beowulf? Hey, Green Hills is just a hop and a skip away from Mandaluyong. All right. And what what's a Thursday night without a laugh? All right. I'm always telling my kids this. I don't have kids. I'm always telling them. Have a laugh on a Thursday night. It's a Thursday night. Have a laugh. All right. Head on over to Green Hills. All right. And you can get your tickets right now. I suggest you get your tickets now because if you get them at the door, it's 100 pesos extra. So you might want to get your tickets right now. Comedy Nerds. Go to comedymanila.ph/shows to get your tickets right now. And bring friends. What's a laugh without friends? I'm always telling the kids this. I'm always telling them, folks, we love to laugh and we love to laugh together. Right? So be there. comedymanila.ph/shows. Bring yourself. Bring your friends. Bring your family. Bring the whole barangay. All right? Comedy is a shared experience. What a beautiful thing. Strangers in a room laughing together. What a precious thing that we must protect on this earth. But yeah, trading card games, mostly just Yu-Gi-Oh! Beowulf. And that was quite a while ago. I haven't played it in a while. How much is a ticket? I'm so glad you asked. Beowulf, I'm so glad you asked. All right. I'm so glad you asked me this. I'm so glad you asked me this. 550 pesos is the cost of a ticket online. All right. 550 pesos. And guess what? Guess what, Beowulf? Guess what? In the words of the late, great Billy Mays. But wait. There's more. Not only do you get a great show, co-headlined by myself, Judd Gregorio, and featuring great comics such as River Cruz, Russell Arabis, and our host, Elwin Yagaya. You also get a free drink with your ticket. What? What? Free drink? With your ticket? And a great comedy show? We're just giving away gifts at this point. Call us Oprah, dude. Oh my God. We're basically Oprah out here. What is this? Wish ko lang? Oh my God. We're just stacking the value on top of it. Thank you to our partners, Vault. Thank you so much, Vault, helping us make this come true. Vincent Flores, I see you in there in the chat. You asked, explain the ticket prices and perks in the style of Scott Steiner. This is a beautiful prompt. Thank you, Vincent Flores. Okay, let's see. Let me think about it. All right. I'm going to try my best, Vincent Flores. All right. This is going to be off the top of the dome. All right. So I won't be able to really get down into the nitty-gritty of the math, but let's do it. All right. All right. They say that every comedy show is created equal. But you look at Comedy Nerds and all the other comedy shows and you can see that's not true. All right? Typically, you pay 1,000 pesos to get into a live piece of entertainment. All right? But we're coming at you at 550. 5 comedians. You're thinking that's 110 pesos per comedian, but suddenly a free drink comes into the picture and the value drastically goes up. There you go. Steiner style ticket prices for you, Vincent Flores. What a nerdy prompt. I am glad you dropped it into the chat. I'm looking at the timer, man. 43 minutes. 43 minutes off the dome. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? Come on, man. This ain't special. People stream. People be on stream. They do 24-hour streams. All right, we're just giving a little piece of ourselves. A little piece, just a sliver of my life. Just to interest y'all to watch Comedy Nerds. Beowulf, I see you are on the fence. I see you are on the fence. And let me tell you, I will be the one entertaining there. But not just me. I'm not alone. You're having fun now? Imagine when there's 4 other comics in the building, my guy. I'm co-headlining with Judd Gregorio, but Judd Gregorio's hilarious too. He's hilarious. Checking him out. Facebook, Instagram, he's got clips up there. Funny guy. Great writer. My co-headliner for May 8th, Thursday night. All right, at Tito's. So get your tickets right now, Beowulf. I'm telling you, it's going to be a great show. You can bring your friends, you can bring your family, and we're going to have a good time. All right. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to do a longer set. All right. Judd's going to be there. He's going to do a longer set. And we have great features backing us up. All right. It's not just about any one comedian. It's about all of us coming together and putting on a great night of entertainment for the people in the crowd. And did I mention you get a free drink? What? What? We have a good time, don't we, folks? Aren't we having a ball? Aren't we just having some yucks and laughs out here? Thank you so much to everybody who's in here. All right. I'm glad to have you guys around. I'll think about it. It might be my first time. Beowulf, what? You haven't been to a comedy show? You gotta go to a comedy show at least once in your life. All right. That's just one of the things. That's just one of the things you gotta do. Because it's fun, right? Just it lightens the weight on your shoulders. Do you know what I'm talking about? Just release. Put yourself in a safe space to be vulnerable. Laughter is vulnerable. Laughter is a vulnerable thing. All right? Nobody's defending themselves when they're laughing. They're putting themselves in a space to experience joy with others. And that's stunning. How human is that? We should all do it at least once in our lives. And we'd like you to be there. We'd like you to be there, Beowulf. You're on the fence. It might be your first time. And I'm telling you, every comic in that building, they're going to be working hard to make it a real beautiful first time for you. All right? We will pop your comedy cherry and treat you right. All right? We will. We will. We will. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. The more I listen to I'm 18, so you're a student, no money, but will ask mother for economy paper for it. Can I just say, Beowulf? Calling money economy paper? Beautiful. What a trick of words. How lovely. How lovely is wordplay. Huh? Jokes. It's jokes. Coming together to love jokes. Economy paper. Shout out to you, Beowulf. We're out here trying to make you laugh. You came in here and you tickled my funny bone. See what a relationship we create. What a relationship we create when we commit ourselves to comedy. At a certain point, I stopped seeing the line between who I am as a person and who I am as the performer out here streaming to everybody. Maybe there is no line. Maybe there is no line. Maybe being up here in front of y'all, just chatting, maybe that just liberates me to be who I truly am. Or maybe we are the sum of all our experiences, and there is no one aspect to us. Do y'all think you were going to turn on this stream on comedymanila.ph, right? And be confronted by questions about the existence of the soul? Beowulf says, I like your humor, bro. Thanks, man. I like your humor too. Thank you for saying economy paper. That made my night. All right? I'm also a nerd, so I can also relate. Goddamn right. Goddamn right, Beowulf. Listen, you may be a nerd, but I bet you got friends. All right? You're a student. You said here, ME student. Does that mean you're a med student? Probably a little young to be a medical student. Confront me with more questions of the soul, bossing, says Pao Sampang. I'll hit you with a question, Pao Sampang. Here are questions of the soul, Pao Sampang. You want to get existential? You want to get existential, my guy? The brain is capable of multiple personalities, right? We know this. That's a medical condition. This associative identity disorder. If the brain is capable of that, then what even is the soul? If your mind can splinter, like shards of glass, then who are you truly? What is in the depths of your being? If you could shatter like a mirror. We were out here trying to tell jokes, but y'all want to get real. Y'all want to get down in the nitty gritty. So let's ask questions, brother. Oh my God. There is no clown mask, says Vincent Flores, but has the makeup ingrained into the skin? Or did the skin come off and the makeup was already under there? These are the questions. Thank you. Y'all are asking. See, now y'all are thinking. All right, now we're all thinking. Some of you may be thinking, what the fuck is going on? Some of you may be thinking, hit the block button. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't hit that block button. Why would you? All right? Why shield yourself from experience? Am I making you uncomfortable? Is it the words I'm saying? Am I making you uncomfortable? Don't be. All right? We can be vulnerable together. We can laugh together. That's comedy, my guys. I need you all to truly understand. Nobody feeding me a script. There's no director off screen saying talk about this and that. All I knew was I was going to come in here and tell you guys to buy tickets to Comedy Nerds, co-headlined by myself and Judd Gregorio. Your tickets are available at comedymilla.ph/shows. $5.50 online, $6.50 at the door. No matter what price you get it at, you get a free drink. Get a free drink. All right? That's all I knew. But because y'all came in here with open minds and open hearts, we were able to talk about something true. Might be a divine comedy, said Beowulf. I am no Dante Alighieri. That is not who I am. I'm no Dante Alighieri. I am merely myself. There are no other planes of existence in this moment except what you and I are sharing. All right? All of you in chat, whether you've spoken up or not, Beowulf, Pao, Vincent, Vin, all of you, and to all of you who have been silent, simply watching a man descend into the depths of his own mind. I'm telling you now, I'm looking you right in the eye. Do you see it? Be vulnerable. Reach out. Look at me right here. It's just you and me. There's no one else. It's just you and me. And I'm telling you, all right? I appreciate this. I'm looking at you right there, and I'm telling you, this is a human feeling. All right? These pixels, these wires, they bridge us together. But what we create is greater than that. It's not even just neurons firing off in the brain. It's intangible. There's no molecules in it. It's neither wave nor particle. More than light itself. We're creating something that flesh cannot touch. And that is the urge to buy tickets to Comedy Nerds May 8th, 2025. It's a Thursday night. The show is at 8:30 p.m. and we'd love to have you there. All right, we would love to have you there. It'd be so great. Do it now. Get your tickets, comedymilla.ph/shows. Oh, to have you guys there would be the greatest wonder and joy. I'm telling y'all. It's just you and me. Eman Lauz, what's up? Shout out Eman Lauz. One of the wonderful performers, often seen at Comedy Milla shows. Eman Lauz was there last night at Open Show Mike. Mose did a great set as he always does. How are you, Eman? Hope you're having a good time. We're out here trying to move some tickets. We're out here speaking truth, all right? Not even speaking truth to power. Speaking truth to ourselves, all right? Sometimes we turn the perception inward. And what we find scares us. But it's important to do that. Beowulf saying you're going to save some economy paper just for this. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. And hey, if you can't make it May 8th, but I hope you can. I'd love it if you were there May 8th. All right. Maybe you'll be there May 11th. All right. For Magintua. Double headlined by Baus Rufo and River Cruz. I will be hosting on May 11th. All right. We take turns here in comedy. It's not always just about one person. All right. You're not the headliner all the time. Some people are the headliner all the time. All right. But that's because they're very popular and they make a lot of money and they deserve it. They deserve it. All right. But otherwise, we all take turns. All right. Sometimes you're the host. Sometimes you're the feature. We all have different roles in the great circle of life. Oh, goodness me. But I am headlining. I am co-headlining on May 8th. So it would mean especially more to me personally if you were there on May 8th. But save up that economy paper, Beowulf. It's not that much. $5.50? $5.50. That's a nice meal out. All right. But I understand college was hard. College is hard. 18 years old, you're a student. College is hard. Money is hard to come by. But I don't know what to tell you. We'd love to have you there. And that's the simple fact of it. We'd love to have you there. You can get your tickets online now. ComedyMilla.ph/shows. And I suggest, Beowulf, whenever you get it before the day of the show. Because if you get it online, you get that discount. 100 pesos off. All right? Eman Laos is in the chat. Pao Sampang is in the chat. Talo ASMR ni Inca sa brain bombs ni Montecillo. Well, we're just doing our best. We're out here chatting. We're having fun. We're trying our best. All right. We're just being ourselves. All right. We have to be comfortable to be free. Let yourselves go. I've been out here talking to y'all for 57 minutes. You think this is easy? For me, it is. Because we've transcended fear and discomfort and shame, the chains that bind us. To create connections, we overcome those all. Hope y'all are staying hydrated out there. All right? Even if you're not shouting a screed to sell some comedy tickets for Thursday night, stay hydrated, all right? Water is good for you. It's good for you. Oh, man, it is. It keeps the body moving, keeps the brain flowing. It's good for your mood. Drink some water, all right? It's important stuff. And don't be drinking soda and tell me you're hydrating. It's not the same, man. Get that sugar out of your blood. Do you have a girlfriend? Asks Beowulf. I do. I do indeed. 11 years in July. You guys like grapes? I like grapes. We got grapes in the building. There were some comments I missed out on. Some of them were coming quick and fast up there. I may be confusing comments for like PM. Yeah, there's people saying stuff. Thank you so much for everybody who's tuning into the chat. Again, any questions, drop them my way. Beowulf and I have been having a nice little convo out here. But we can talk to anybody. Pao Sampang says grape building. Is that a reference? Is that a reference I'm not understanding, Pao? I don't think I understand that. I know I'm eating grapes, but what is grape building? I don't think that's a phrase I've ever heard. I don't think those are two words I've ever heard in that specific order. All right. So I'm just trying to figure out what are you talking about there, brother? All right. What are you talking about there, brother? What's a grape building? What's a grape building? Is it a building made of grapes? All right. Is it a grape that is performing the act of building? See how ephemeral our language can be. Ephemeral. $59. We're about to hit an hour. Great building, says Beowulf. What's the greatest building? I put that to you, chat. You think it's just me? You're human too. You have thoughts and feelings and dreams. What is the greatest building ever? What's the greatest building ever? Empire State up there for me? It is so iconic. Empire State's up there for me. I always preferred the skyscrapers. Maybe there's something Freudian about that. You know what I mean? Just like a tall thing shooting into the sky. But also Freud was a bit of a weirdo freak anyway. So I don't know if we should be citing him. Greatest building. Now I'm getting myself in a twist thinking about it. Maybe a museum? Although architecturally, I don't know. Well, some museums are art in themselves. Simply the design of the building. You guys into brutalism? There's a lot of brutalist architecture here in the Philippines, but brutalism itself has a lot of strange historical and political connotations that I haven't quite reconciled with myself yet. I don't really know much about architecture. I used to want to be an architect, but I never studied it properly. Burj Khalifa is overrated, said Vincent Flores. I don't know about that. I never watched her myself. But y'all think I'm above jokes about adult entertainment? I'm not. I am not. Burj Khalifa is overrated, says Vincent Flores. 90% unoccupied and a symbol of pointless excess. Couldn't you say that about most skyscrapers? Isn't the whole point of skyscraper just as a concept being about like domination of nature? Like, look at us defy gravity and shoot into the sky. Isn't that the whole point of a skyscraper? You guys, imagine if I show up on an open mic and I have just 5 minutes about skyscrapers. That'd be so stupid. It would also be. Now I'm sort of wanting to do it. Yeah, man, maybe. Okay, let's write jokes about skyscrapers. Let's riff about skyscrapers. Skyscrapers are made by middle-aged men who had more of a budget to deal with their middle-age crisis than those that buy sports cars. It's a little cumbersome on the tongue to say that, but I think that's the sort of like idea a joke can go if we're gonna write a joke about skyscrapers. And by the way, if you want jokes that have already been worked out and tested and traditionally get laughs from the peoples of the world, maybe you want to get tickets to Comedy Nerds, which has happened on May 8th, Thursday night at the Vault Green Hills inside of Tito's. You can get your tickets right now at comedymilla.ph/shows. Do skyscrapers have ground rappers? Is rappers the opposite of scrapers? What's the opposite of scraping? Scraping is like to like wound, right? To scrape it. But the opposite of that is to maybe like heal. Ground fillers maybe is the opposite of skyscrapers. But how does one formulate that into a joke for stand-up? I think that the conceptual absurdity of the skyscraper is much more funny and a potential route towards comedic potential on stage. There is also the possibility that this is just too weird a topic to do on stage. But now that I've sort of been talking about it for like 3 minutes, I kind of just want to do it to prove I can do it. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Comedy is half failure, man. Not even half. A lot of it is failure. Not every joke is funny. Not every joke is good. But we do our best. We do our best out here. Vincent Flores says, middle-aged, rich white men would rather spend millions of dollars on a dick measuring contest than pay their employees a decent wage. That's not a bad joke, Vincent. a joke like that, though, it always suffers from being more true than being more funny. I think it's important to find the silly aspect of it. Because while I agree that there is a humor in the hypocrisy of architecture and the wealthy and the elite, it's also not silly enough to be like, ha ha, funny. Which is not to insult you as a comic or your attempts at comedy, but rather just where my particular brain goes when thinking about this little conundrum that we've set for ourselves. Folks, we're over an hour in, okay? And if I haven't convinced you now, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop, because I'm gonna keep posting on social media. All right, you can find me at Joseph M. Montecillo on Instagram. You can go on TikTok at Joseph M. Montecillo, or you can like me on Facebook. All right, just look up Joseph Montecillo. I have a page, facebook.com/the Joseph Montecillo is the name of the page. I have to head out of here before I drive myself insane. And before I get this Facebook account banned for sheer absurdity. I hope to see you on May 8th. I'm co-headlining with Judd Gregorio. The name of the show is Comedy Nerds. Tickets are 550 pesos online, 650 at the door, and you get a free drink with every ticket. All right? I'm going to head out of here. Thank you all so much for sticking around and indulging me and my ramblings and the strange little avenues we found ourselves in just trying to sell tickets to a comedy show. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I hope to see you again. Thank you for doing so. I hope I see you at the show. I'm headed out of here. Good night, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.